Hello guys, my name is Michael and welcome to a new GTK tutorial. Today we are going to learn another special tool which it is very important for you to use it when you are working with GTK. Honestly, I didn't check how it's working or if it's working or what do you need to make it work when you are on Windows. I think it works, but probably I will leave some comments, or maybe I will make another video. I'm not interested in Windows anyway, so don't blame me, please. Anyway, before we proceed with this tool, let me explain you some things which and why I decide to use this tool. I was about to stick with documentation, but as you already noticed, how deeper we go, we find out that complicated are those things with CSS and so on, and there are a lot of mistakes, or they are missing a lot of things which are not really clear when you need to apply some styles on your widgets and so on. So basically, what do we have here? As you already know, we have just a regular program. We have a header bar, we have a grid, we put inside the grid a header bar, which is also itself inside of event box, but it's not important now, these things. The important thing is here only that we have a window. I set the decorates it to false, and then we put a grid inside. We create a grid and put it inside a window, and then an event box and so on. And the last one, we created a header bar which we put it inside our event box, and then we set some titles, subtitle, and we choose to show close buttons. We have also some signals. We are not interested in those signals now. Anyway, I'm going to compile it and run it just to see how it looks like if you came later. So basically we have the header bar right here and those three buttons. That's it. Okay, so now we are going to style this header bar with all this information which is inside it, and you will see why I choose or why I decide to use this tool which I was talking about. Okay, so I'm going to close it, and now we go back to our object hierarchy, and then we search the header bar. And once that we're here, we go to description, and as you can see, there is no information. Let me check again. No, there is no information about what kind of CSS should I apply on it. We have some functions, we learn about them, we saw what kind of function they are, we learn that we are dealing with a widget which it is derived from a GTK container, so it is a container-like one. We saw already then has some childs. We saw that the story with packing, so we know that it should be at least a box inside that header bar, and also we know there are some text, which means there are some labels. But like I said, we know because we know, but its documentation doesn't. I'm going right now. Now you see that its documentation doesn't explain us too much about the story. Anyway, me all the way when I decide to, or when I need to fix some things or to find out some information, I just take the faster way. So let me show you something. I open a tab, I go to Google, and then I'm just typing here what I'm interested in. So let me show you something. GTK header bar, and now see master. You see this? When you use these two keywords right here, it will bring you to GitHub, and here you find out information about how was created. It's a faster way for you. So basically, you know with which kind of things you are dealing with and so on. So basically you have the chance to see its implementation. So basically, if I go back now to GTK right here, you will see that we have all those widgets right here. You see there are a lot of them, and of course I'm going to scroll down now to the header bar, which is our case now. It takes a little bit time, but I'm going to find it. Header bar right here. So basically we have its header bar, its header file as well. So here we can see a lot of its implementation, where and how it was created, and those things which were declared. And of course we go back to the header bar right here, GTK header bar C, and then we can see. And me, I'm how can I say, I always, before I proceed with the widget, I always do this thing. So I mean, I'm always checking the its widget file, or how can I say it, so that we can better, or so that I can better understand it. So basically you see we have information as shop description, a box with a child, you see, and so actually you have also the chance to check the GTK box and action bar and so on. We are going to talk about this in other tutorials and so on. It's not important today. And of course it's implementation. So we have its private here with all the information. So basically watch, we have the title bar, menu button, min button, max button, close button, and so on, how they were declared, create, and so on. Structure, enumeration for the properties which we can apply its child. You see pack, type, and position, and of course all those functions. Of course we had the CSS padding border and everything you need. You see GTK label, so I already know what this header bar contains. I mean, I know everything about this header bar and how it's created. But why you should learn in the beginning stage? Yes, you're right, you shouldn't. So basically this is just an information for you, to let you know how you can find out information about this widget which we are talking about. If we go now to the init stage, wait a second, I want to find it. Where is it? Update separately, window buttons, no. Okay, a long story here. If you really want to check it, do it. Anyway, let me see. App menu, nope. Label box, nope. Header bar init, okay, there we go. So we have a style context, header bar, and as you can see right here, this is important. So basically if you want to find some information about the class name, or about the CSS node name, just you need to search the GTK header bar init. So basically widget name and init, this is important. So after you find this function and you scroll all the way down, you will find some class information. You see we have here header bar. Okay, so basically we know now, if I'm going to compile and run a program which use this identifier, I will know that I need to use header bar. But we are not going to do this. No, it is too complicated, so I just wanted to show you a way, and it's a good way, trust me. Try it and you will see for yourself. Later you will thank me. Anyway, I'm going out now, and because we have no information, because we don't know how to style our header bar, we already saw that we can style our we can style only the header bar itself, but not the information which is inside, because we don't know how and which names does those things have. Because if you, okay, you can say header bar box or header bar label and so on, and those buttons, I don't know, it is kind of complicated, but you can find it out for yourself. We are not going to do this. What we are going to do, we are going to use a special tool, and this tool which I'm talking about, it is a tool which helps you to identify all those CSS nodes, and you can find information like CSS properties and so on. I'm going to show you. So the name of the tool I'm talking about is called GTK Inspector. So GTK Inspector right here. Okay, so search for it. You already have for GTK 4. I'm going to using GTK on Windows. Okay, you watch, there is something for Windows as well, so I'm not going to go right now inside it, but I'm sure it has something to do with working with GTK Inspector inside of Windows. I'm going to choose only its default reference manual, so run in GTK plus applications right here, reference manual. And as you can see, you have a lot of information. I'm not going to read all these things right now. You only need to know that at least one time you should read all this page. I'm interested. We go down right here where's our important information, interactive debugging. So basically this is the inspector what I was talking about, and I'm going to show you in a moment how it's working, and I'm going to show you how you should use it as well. So basically this is the inspector. If you go all the way down here, you get some more information, and says to enable the GTK inspector you can use the Ctrl+Shift+I. Let me see if it's working. Ctrl+Shift+I. Yep, it's working. Here we have the inspector, but it's not the inspector which we needed, but it's working. So let me try something else. Let me run my application. Okay, now I'm right here. I'm going to let it Ctrl+Shift+I. Nothing. How about Ctrl+Shift+D? It's still not working. Maybe because I need to enable my environment at the first place. No, so don't worry, you are not going to use it like that. Anyway, we are going to use it in a better way. I mean, for me, I find it better. Why? Until now you saw we are working with GTK with C-Block, code block, sorry, C-Block. I used to love that music from those C-Block guys, if you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, whatever. So code blocks, we are using it, and because we use code blocks, we already know that we have projects. We know the place where those projects are saved. So basically, what do we know? We know that once that we go to inside our computer, and then our user folder, I put all my projects inside the template, and of course here we have all those projects. One of them is the GTK header bar, and of course here you have the main function and so on. But what we are interested now, we are interested in the binary file. So basically here it is the place where I need to go. It is the place where the binary file was created with code blocks once that we compile it. So I'm going to binary bin and then debug, and here it is our GTK header bar application which we created. Okay, I'm going to stop now, and I'm going to create the next video because this video will be too long. Thank you guys for watching. If you like it, please subscribe, share with your friends and neighbors, and until next time, see you guys.